Another alert now. Fox News alert from southern Mexico. Thousands of migrants from Central America pushing further north into that country, hoping eventually to get into the United States. They are hundreds of miles away still. Meanwhile, there's another caravan now moving across the Guatemala-Mexican border. William Lajeunesse is in southern Mexico to tell us about what's happening today. William.
Well, Bill, this caravan is not going to walk today. They have requested buses to Mexico City, not just for the women and children, but for everyone. The reason, of course, this next stretch of road, about 100 miles, very windy, blind curves, and for the safety of motorists and the caravan as well. It's 2 lanes in some areas. They say we need those buses. There was also an election here last night. The caravan itself electing 6 people, 3 men, 3 women from the caravan to represent them with the Mexican government going forward, whether they're going to stay here in the terms of that or transportation to the border. Also, the caravan is shrinking from 7 to probably now below 5,000. Some people think it's too slow. There are medical issues. Some have taken the train. We talked to the Red Cross yesterday. Swollen glands, inflamed muscles, obviously blisters on the feet. Some people can't continue forward. Some will stay here in Mexico. Also, we did speak to a man who was deported from the U.S. for human trafficking. He says he will stay here in Mexico or try to make it to Canada.
I don't want to cross the border and running from the border patrol and all this stuff. No, I just want to be legal and safe.
So there was a rally here last night. It lasted about 2 hours. They showed the movie Coco, yet no mention of President Trump or the changes that are going on in the U.S. that will dramatically affect their future. No mention of the military, changes in asylum rules, shelters or tent cities on the border, or potentially how long they could be stuck in places like Tijuana. This Trump moments ago from President Trump, quote, many more troops coming. We will not let these caravans, which are also made up of very bad thugs and gang members, into the U.S. Our border is sacred, must come in legally, turn around. That information is not being shared with them. Also, Bill, you mentioned other caravans. Indeed, there is one right now in Tapachula where we were 10 days ago, about 2,000. There's another caravan on the Guatemala-Mexican border on the south side in Tecunamán, about 2,000. And finally, that caravan is waiting for a third coming up through El Salvador. So, Bill, the way it is here, I want to share with you very quickly a comment I just got from 2 Honduran immigrants who were leaving town. They said it's just very stressful in here, fights over food. This area is kind of like a public bathroom. It stinks. But they said, of course, President Trump has to say that. If he said he was letting us in, all of Honduras would come to the U.S.
William Lajeunesse, the latest there.